Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My videos is for all English literature students who are preparing for NET and SET. I'm here with the discussion of James Fenimore Cooper's The Last of the Mohicans, a narrative of 1757 summary. Let's get into the characters before getting to the summary. The important characters are Chingachgook, Angus, Nathaniel Bumble, Magua, Cora Munro, Alice Munro, Colonel Munro, Duncan Hayward, General Daniel Webb, and General Marcus D. Mark. Chingachgook, father to Angus. Angus, the son of Chingachgook. Nathaniel Bumble, who becomes an escort to the Munro sisters. Magua, who plays an important role. Cora Munro, daughter of Colonel Munro. Alice Munro, Cora's blonde half-sister, and she's the daughter of Alice Graham, who is Munro's second wife. Colonel Munro, a British Army colonel in command of Fort William Henry. Duncan Hayward, a British Army major from Virginia who falls in love with Alice Munro. General Daniel Duff, Colonel Munro's commanding officer who takes command at Fort Edward. And General Marcus de Montcalm, the French commander-in-chief. Let's move to the summary part. Cora and Alice are traveling with Major Duncan Hayward from Fort Edward to Fort William Henry, where Munro is in command. They meet David Garrett, a singing instructor, their new companion. A native named Magua leads them through the forest, taking a shortcut. Hayward is unhappy with Magua's shortcut, so the group wanders until they meet British Scout Natty Bumble, also called Hawkeye, and his two Mohican friends, Chingachgook and his son Angus. Hayward, Natty Bumble, and the Mohicans suspects Magua of being a Huron scout who is secretly working with the French. Magua flees. Natty Bumble and the Mohicans guide their new friends to a secret cave on an island in a river, believing that Magua will return with Huron reinforcements. Natty Bumble and the Mohicans flee the bow to return for their friends, knowing that they will be killed instantly but that the English party will mark valuable captives. Magua and the Hurons take Hayward, Garrett, and the Munro sisters prisoner. Magua confesses that he is pursuing retribution against Colonel Munro, Cora's father, for using whiskey to make him an alcoholic, which led to his temporary expulsion from the Hurons and then beating him at a post for acting intoxicated. If Cora marries him, he offers to spare the pot, but she declines. He gives the inmates death sentences after a second refusal. Hawkeye and Mohicans save all four. The Hurons almost attack them again, but they decide to leave rather than discredit their tribesman's graves. The following day, Hawkeye guides the group past a French army siege of Fort Henry. Hawkeye is captured by the French and taken to Fort Henry without the letter after Munro sends him to Fort Edward for reinforcement. Colonel Munro authorizes Hayward's courtship after Hayward returns to him and confesses his love for Alice. Munro is shown General Webb's letter in which the British general declines reinforcements and is invited to a parley by the French general, Montcalm. Munro then consents to Montcalm's demands, which include the British soldiers leaving the fort and withdrawing from the conflict for a period of 18 months along with their wives and children. Magua kidnaps Cora and Alice and leads them toward the Huron village, while David Garrett follows. After surviving the massacre, Hawkeye, Mohicans, Hayward, and Colonel Munro set out to track down Magua and cross a lake to stop him. By the lake shore, they come across a group of Hurons who notice the travelers. The rescuers land before the Hurons, and they eventually follow Magua to the Huron village. Here they come across Garrett, whom the Hurons had previously spared as a homeless madman, who claims that Alice is imprisoned in this village, and Cora in a Lenape village. Hayward and Gamut enter the Huron village disguised as a French medicine man to save Alice. Hawkeye and Ancass go out to save Cora, while Munro and Chingachgook stay safe. After enduring torture, Ancass is captured by the Hurons and left to starve, and Hayward is unable to locate Alice. Hawkeye is disguised as a bear, stalks both of them as a Huron warrior begs Hayward to heal his insane wife. The warrior departs as they enter the cave where the mad woman is being hit. Hawkeye follows him shortly after he tells Hayward who he is, and they locate Alice. Magua finds out about them, but Hawkeye overruns him and ties him to a wall. Hawkeye stays behind to save Ancass after Hayward and Alice flee. Ancass is untied after Gaiman persuades a Huron to let him and his magical bear, Hawkeye disguise, approach him. The Hurons suspect something is wrong and discover Magua bound in the cave. Ancass and Hawkeye make the gateway by making their way to Del Avar village, where Cora is being held. Before taking charge of the Hurons, who swear vengeance, Magua explains to his tribe the whole truth about Hayward and Hawkeye's deceit. Along with Alice, Cora, Hayward, Ancass, and Hawkeye are being held captive by Delavars. Magua demands the return of his prisoners as he enters the Del Avar village. It is discovered during the subsequent council meeting that Ancass is a member of the Mohican tribe, which is formerly dominant and is closely related to Del Avars. The Del Avar sage, Tamant, takes Ancass's side and releases all of the prisoners except Cora, whom he gives to Magua, following tribal tradition. The Hurons and Del Avars will inevitably clash. David Gamut breaks out of the Huron village and informs his friend that Magua has set up his men in the woods between the Huron and Delaware villages, where the Delawares are preparing for combat. The Delawares, Hawkeye, Hayward, Gamut, and Ancass march into the woods to battle the Hurons. In the conflict, Chingachgook and Munro join the Delawares, who eventually defeat the Hurons and take their village. However, Magua manages to flee with Cora and the two other Hurons, while Ancass, Hawkeye, Hayward, and Gamut pursue them to a tall mountain. One of the Hurons killed Cora. Gamut kills another Huron. Magua kills Ancass, and Hawkeye kills Magua during a battle. Hawkeye retreats his friendship with Chingachgook. And the book ends with detailed description of the funerals of Ancass and Cora, the Delaware village. Now let's move to the question part. The Last of the Mohicans published in option A 1820, option B 1826, option C 1827, and option D 1841. The correct answer to this question is option B 1826. The Lost of the Mohicans published in 1826. Precaution published in 1820. And Prairie published in 1827. And The Beast Slayer published in 1841. If you haven't answered to this question, then I think you should watch my video on James Fenimore Cooper. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos like this, stay connected with Alaska.